One evening I was walking across Hungerford Bridge, and I heard a woman behind me saying, "All the certainties in my life are becoming less certain, and with each day I get less certain about the certainties."
Ten, nine, 8, 7, 6. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
One minute to zero. This is Anglia Television.
When the President gave birth. First the head wrenched back, as if attached to a steel chain. He was still alive, but couldn't make a sound. He fell to the ground and started to bloat. Black liquid oozed from every opening in his face. His skin puffed up with something, Christ knows what it was. What remained of his face was contorted in non-human terror. His body, now a giant pink sack, continued to grow until he burst open like overripe fruit, and from the carcass outstepped a woman, tall raven hair, eyes wide open. Security had already shot themselves. The journalists and senators masturbated. The flags behind her burst into flames. and in her eyes there were tears of sadness, rage, exhaustion, a blinding fury. And she looked down upon them, and she shut her eyes, and she screamed.
Now, Sir Ivan, if you will press this switch over when I say now, that will open our station. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Thank you very much.
Greetings. Welcome to the studios of Anglia Television. My name is Drew Russell, and as your chief announcer here, we're going to see quite a lot of each other in the future. You know, this studio is a remarkable place. Used to be a Victorian indoor cattle market. Here's what it looked like in 1882. This is how it was when Anglia took it over.
Today was a pretty good day. I would argue that, in general, it was a pretty good day today. I talked about the beginnings of computing. On the train there was a little dog who looked at us all nervous. Children were allowed to feed him treats. A boy was investigating a perspex divider. A young girl announced something. She had worked out what WC meant. She described it as a wee-wee closet. Later. I left a terrible box which was all cold and damp, I understand. I became a clown who was inside me, and then she died, but then she lived again somehow. At first I was a cat, but then she was a cat, and then I decorated my face. I gave people ideas. Photos are available. I did not go to the bar to eat because it was a pretty good day today. On the way there I envied a blonde girl, but on the way back I didn't care. Within my lifetime I agreed with her statement on the progress of technology. And then I brought up Buster Keaton, and we kept talking, as it was a good day.
Well, let's see. There's Henry. I killed Henry. He was a neighbor. He was a classmate of mine. The thing is, it was in the woods, and I hit him over and over again with that rock, and I killed Henry. But it was partly his fault, because he shouldn't have kept teasing me about the size of my ears. And they found the body, of course, and they gave him a good funeral. He had a nice funeral, pictures in the paper and everything. I mean, they kept looking for the person who did it. They never caught that person. That's me. But I want to say I'm sorry, Henry. And again, I was a kid. I didn't know any better.